Welcome to Tondo Manila, one of the most densely populated places on Earth. It was born from the smoke of a city dump, and for decades it has been a kingdom of scavengers. But in the labyrinth of its alleys, a different kind of survival of the fittest has always played out. For years, the law of Tondo was the law of the street gangs. Brotherhoods with their own codes and territories, their own brutal justice where the police wouldn't go. The story of a young man's life was often a choice of which gang to join for protection, for identity. They fought over turf and controlled small-time drug trades. And then the war came, not from a rival gang but from the state itself. When President Duterte declared his war on drugs, Tondo became ground zero. The story of gang life changed overnight. The enemy was no longer the man with a different tattoo. It was the police, the military, and the masked vigilantes on motorcycles. A new and terrifying story became common in Tondo: a knock on the door after midnight. Police operations, known as tokang, targeted anyone on a list of suspected drug users or pushers, and thousands were killed. A story a mother will tell is that her son was a user, not a dealer, but he was executed in the street. The gangs were being systematically exterminated, and fear replaced territory as the defining emotion of the slum. The gangs that survive are now ghosts. They operate deeper in the shadows, their operations more decentralized, more dangerous. The real story of Tondo today is that the violence didn't disappear, it just changed its face. Now residents fear both the gangsters and the men sent to hunt them. The ultimate desperation is still told through pagpag, a meal scavenged from the trash of the rich, cleaned and recooked. A meal born from a place where life has the lowest possible value. The gangs of Tondo learned a new fear, not of a rival's knife but of the state's bullet. The war on drugs has created a landscape of widows, orphans, and broken communities. The battle for Tondo continues, but it's no longer just a war between gangs. It's a war on poverty fought with bullets, where the line between criminal, victim, and enforcer has been tragically and permanently blurred.